Hey guys, this is another episode of the Chaotic Rebirth podcast. I am just doing a quick intro before the actual podcast because we have a wonderful guest named Beck today from Serpents and they have a witch trial in Pennsylvania happening, and they get the date for this trial on the 22nd. So they are wanting to do a big group spell with a bunch of witches collectively to kind of help with that energy. All that information is on their Instagram, but I wanted to bring attention to it at the front so that way you guys knew about it, because the 22nd is not that far off, and I want to make sure that we are supporting Beck and supporting our fellow witch in need right now. So yeah, just wanted to put that at the front, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Bye.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Katie over at Chaotic Rebirth, and today we are talking to Beck at Serpents Key. So they have an insane story about some laws about tarot readings in PA, and so I just want them to kind of tell their story about what's going on. And so, because this happened back in 2023 is when it first originally happened. So I'm going to give you the floor, and I'm just going to let you kind of tell people your story of what's going on.
Thank you again, just so much for having me on your podcast and just like giving me the opportunity to talk about this, because it does really blow my mind that anybody still cares. Because it's been 3 years that I've been like, hello, did you guys know that this was a thing that happened?
Hey, I've been keeping up.
Right? Thank you. I so appreciate it. It's so awesome. Like, I feel like it's almost like in a weird way. Like, I hope it's like a little bit like, all right, here are the updates. Like, here's the news. Like, hello, witches. Like, it's very
and it's
fun
so
for
slow.
me.
So people are like, oh, any updates? And you're like,
I know.
no.
Like, I wish, but I digress. Before I get too ahead of myself.
Let's start at the beginning.
As I am very known to do. Hi, my name is Beck. I own the Serpents Key Shop and Sanctuary here in Hanover, Pennsylvania, and we are a witchy consignment store, metaphysical store. We have everything that, if you like witchcraft, like, you could probably find it here. So everything from like home products, bath products, to actual things for like your practice, all handmade by like small local folks or like independent makers and stuff, which is super cool. And I'm like, it's slowly grown, and it's just been a very awesome process. But before we had the storefront that we have today, I started the Serpents Key back in 2023. I was reading tarot cards out of a tattoo shop actually at the time, which was super cool. And it eventually kind of like, it escalated into, okay, I need a storefront. I need some sort of like place to do my readings. So that October, I endeavored to have my grand opening on the 31st. And prior to that, you have to do a lot of like promo and media reach out and all sorts of stuff like that. And, in order to let people know that you're there, because otherwise, I mean, how are people going to know when to show up? So I reached out to a local nonprofit called Main Street Hanover, excuse me. And they basically, what they did at the time, which I don't think they do it anymore, sorry. I think it was my fault, actually. But basically, they wrote up a profile on the shop. Like, kind of, they had one of their, like a member of their team come in and sit down with me, and I kind of showed them around, explained like what we did there, and they did a really beautiful write-up of, hey, this is like a new place that's coming in, meet the maker, come to their grand opening. And in the last line of the article, they mentioned that I offer tarot readings or tarot card readings as a service.
Oh, no.
And yes, that one sentence is really like the spark to the flame, because it ended up causing me a lot more trouble than I thought. So the article was published in the morning, and I had like a bunch of appointments and stuff that I remember like going to. So like I shared it on Facebook. I was like, oh my gosh, look, we're in the newspaper, kind of. That's so cool. To like my friends and stuff. And I had been in an appointment, I came out, and I saw I had a message from the nonprofit. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, maybe they just like, I don't know, had a follow-up question or something. And I got a message that said, so they left a voicemail and also emailed me. It was like, hi, Beck, we are so sorry. And I'm like, oh no, what happened? But basically, like, I just assumed that there were like mean comments or something because, like, whatever, it's Facebook.
Yeah.
But they're like, so turns out, LOL, didn't know this. But the police chief of Hanover called the like director of the nonprofit and was like, "Hey, just so you know, tarot reading is illegal in the state of Pennsylvania." Um, which is crazy, right? And
That's so wild.
yeah, he goes, and I have the intention to go in and let this business owner know of like the law and that they could be arrested for up to a year in jail or charged with $2,500 per offense, so like per person. And as part of that, advertising counted as like evidence against me. Like, so anytime
Oh
I posted about
no.
it, yeah, like on social media or like anywhere, it could have been like a problem, right? So that is also kind of a key part to this. So I was like, LOL, what is my life?
Yeah.
And then like immediately, like I had a friend who put me in contact with like a lawyer who actually like laughed at me. He was like, "That's so crazy. Like, there's no way that he's actually gonna do this. Like, let me know when he actually shows up." And I was like, "Okay, man, like whatever." But at least he took my call and didn't charge me too much money for it, or money at all, I should say. So, anyways, 2 days later, the police come into my shop. And at this point, I had already kind of posted about it on TikTok and it blew up like on accident. I did not intend. I was just kind of like, oh my God, this is so crazy. LOL, this is so silly. And everyone's like, no, that's like insane, actually. Like, that is, you should be more angry about this, you like stupid child. Like, it was, no, people were very, very sweet. But yeah, anyways, 2 days later, the police officer, the police chief himself, Chad Martin, came into my shop with another unidentified officer. They were in what I like to describe like their casual Friday uniform, which was like khakis and a little polo with like their insignia on it. So they weren't like, yeah, they weren't like strapped that like or
Yeah.
anything that I could see, but like who knows? They came into my shop and basically I greeted them and was like, "Hello, how are you?" I asked if I could record our conversation just so that way, like I knew exactly like what I needed to do. And he denied me my right to record. He was like, "No, we're actually here as private citizens. This is like a conversation between two private people." And I was like, "Okay." And at that point, I was like, "I don't really want to talk to you without a lawyer present." And he goes, "I'm just trying to have an adult conversation here." And right, I know, dude. Yeah. I felt like I was being grounded by my dad. I was
Yeah.
like, homie, like I'm not out past curfew. Like I'm not this doesn't have
It's
to go
still
this
like an
way.
intimidation tactic. Like
Yeah.
it's coming in street clothes, so it's not as intimidating,
Right.
right? But
But
then
matching
also,
uniforms. Come on.
exactly, and it's like also denying your right to be able to record them because they're citizens just having a conversation. Then why are you here? Are you inquiring about my services? Would you like to
Right.
buy something? If you
Right.
don't, then
Then
why are
get
we
out. Like,
talking?
yeah. Like
Exactly.
what are we
Oh
doing
my
here?
God. It's
So
like you have nothing better to do. Anyway, keep
right,
going.
right. No, 100%. So, and that was like definitely like my my internal thought process was wild. But like at that point, after he was like, "No, you can't talk to a lawyer," and like continued citing the law to me, and that, yeah, he was like, "I'm here to inform you that based on this law, like this is illegal. If I get any reports that you're doing this, I will be back to arrest you." And at that point, I was like, "Hey, man, just like." In good faith, I do have disclaimers up everywhere that say, like, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, a lawyer, a candlestick maker. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
misrepresenting myself in my mind, right? Like, I think it's pretty clear when you come into my shop, like, you know what you're signing up for. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not in the business of misleading people. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the point. Anyways, but he goes, those little pieces of paper will never hold up in court. And I just said, okay, have a nice day, officer. Like obviously we're not here to have like a friendly dialogue. Like I'm not
Yeah.
like you're not willing to budge, so I'm just not gonna even like continue this. Like obviously you came here to do the thing that you wanted. It's done. Please never enter this threshold again. It was
Yeah.
kind of like the vibe. So they came in and then they cited it and then they left, right? And I, again, kind of posted about this on TikTok. The news started getting involved. We had reporters everywhere. It was like really, really crazy because like a lot of people were upset and a lot of people in Hanover were like, what the heck is happening? Because I was not the only metaphysical store in Hanover at the time. I think I was one
That's
of
what
like,
I was about to say. I was like,
yeah,
there's no way you're the only person
right,
doing this.
right.
Like, that's so
we
crazy.
we had like four other little shops around town besides mine. Like so I would be like the fifth and like the newest at that,
That's
right?
so wild.
So yeah, I had a lot of like really I don't know why I was the one other than just the article that went out that he happened to read on Facebook. But yeah, so from there I got in touch with like a lawyer who actually like was heard me out and said like, "Hey, did you know your First Amendment rights were violated? Because they super were. Would you like to do something about that?" And so she took on my case, and on the 31st of October in 2023, we filed, I believe, a 17-page long lawsuit against like the Hanover Borough and then the police chief personally, because he was the one who kind of came in with prejudice. So we went back and forth for over a year with their like the borough's legal team, like trying to be like, hey, you know this law is unconstitutional and you can't enforce unconstitutional laws, right? And their lawyer was kind of like, but it's a law in the books, so we can't guarantee that we won't. And I'm like, okay. So like you can like you have like we gave them again a lot of off ramps or a lot of opportunities to kind of like settle things like the way that, you know, I don't know. I feel like we could just come to an agreement that this law from the 1800s like should not apply to what, you know, my business is doing. Like I don't
literally 2026.
Yeah, like what are we talking about, right? So yeah, it is so crazy. Yeah, it was so crazy. We went back and forth with their lawyers, and finally in February of 2025, so literally like a year and a half. Yeah, like later, they finally granted me what's called a temporary injunction, which kind of stays any enforcement of the tarot reading ban like on me as long as I am continuing to sue or challenge it in court, if that makes sense. So like as long as I'm challenging it, they can't just be like, but we're going to use it against you anyways, when it's like, well, like I'm fighting this anyway, so just add it to the case. Like what are we doing? So that was like 2025, and then since then because the law is on the like PA books, this then got escalated from just like a like little like, you know, Beck versus Hanover to like Beck versus the state of Pennsylvania, which is crazy, right? Like it's so wild. So basically we have to now go to like a district court, and the DA like got involved with the case because they are required to defend the law as it stands on the PA like legal book. So they are like, even if they don't necessarily agree like with it, they have like their job description says, no, you have to like defend this like against whatever. So fair, whatever, fine. So they tried to dismiss my case several times over the course of 2025, saying like, this is silly, this doesn't need to go to trial, like the law's on the books, that's the answer. So they tried this 3 different times, and we appealed it each time, obviously, because like no. And then finally a judge weighed in, I think like last week or like 2 weeks ago. I think it was actually only last week, to be really real with you.
I think I remember you
like
posted it. I could check too, because I remember you posted about it, and it was like the most recent update. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, I got a call from my lawyer in the middle of like a Zoom meeting, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to call them back." LOL. But basically, the judge finally like denied their final motion to dismiss and was like, no, this like has to see like the inside of a courtroom. Like this is actually an issue. And we need to set a timeline for like when this is going to happen.
You
So
posted about it on June 10th.
cool.
So it's
Okay.
been a little like a week.
Yeah,
Like a week and a day.
right, literally. So yeah, that's so crazy.
That's crazy.
Is fake.
I know, right? It feels because like I remember seeing it not, and you were like, "Oh, it's a week ago." I was like, "It was."
Yeah, I know, right?
It was like
It's
it feels
literally
like it's been a while.
a lifetime. Yeah, for
Yeah, I
real.
can't imagine it from your perspective.
Listen, I'm vibing, dude. I have to say, like, I, a lot of like the stress and a lot of like the stuff that would like normally stress me out, which is like paperwork, is being taken care of by the lawyer. So like,
Yeah, so like you're just kind of waiting.
I almost like feel bad because I never want to come across like as woe is me. Like this is so awful. I'm suffering so much because I get to run a, but like it does, there are some aspects that are unpleasant for sure, but I'm very grateful for how much help I've had along the way because it's been a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically on July 22nd at 10:30 a.m. and I am going to like do the birth chart for that, I think.
You should.
I think it would be fun. That is when we have like our conference call for like when we are going to or July 22nd. I don't know if I said that right. But anyways, like we're going to set out like a timeline for like, okay, here's when discovery is going to happen and here's when all the documents need to be in and here's like our actual trial date. And the likelihood is it'll be sometime next year or potentially in 2028, like if I'm honest. Which yeah, dude, I know. But like at the same time, the fact that we have even like this, it feels like I don't know. I keep feeling like it's such a small thing, but like to have a phone meeting to set a schedule, like it's not even the date yet. But
Yeah.
the idea that it's taken this long to even get to like the phone call, it makes that phone call like date being set like so much like sweeter or like just so much more like important because it's like finally like the gears are starting to shake the rust free, it seems. So I'm hopeful for it. Like I'm like cautiously optimistic. You know.
Yeah. Well, the 22nd of July is a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So
there we go.
That'd be kind of a good day to do it, honestly.
Yeah, all of the Mercury like communication energy.
Communication, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you know that you have all the witch talk or, Witchstagram or whoever. I mean, we're all rooting for you because like I said, I remember when this happened and I was like, what? Like I remember talking about it in like my like Patreon like chat being like, do these cops have nothing better to do? Like what is going on? Like this is so wild and like it genuinely is so crazy that something so like seemingly minuscule like it has taken so long. I mean, I guess it's good because for you, like nothing's going to happen unless you stop pursuing it. And so at the very least, you do have kind of that comfort around nothing happening right now.
Sure.
And like, and because I mean, it at the bottom line, I mean, it kind of goes against so many like religious freedoms and like it's so contradictory. And like you said, it's a law from the 1800s. So like we're not there anymore. But I'm happy to hear that things are starting to like move because I know it's been just very stagnant for a while. And
for sure.
And like, I'm sure like, because for me, like on my algorithm, like you would like pop up when there was an update usually.
Totally.
And I'd be like, oh, cool.
And then like, that's it. Yeah. The algorithm seems to only like me when I'm talking about that stuff. And I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. I wish it was just like, Law and Order and we could just like, but like I unfortunately and that's the whims of the court. But I do appreciate people who've been following it like the whole time because it is like a really like silly kind of like weird, like
it's
random,
so weird.
like legal like question that we even have to deal with in the 21st century. Like,
but I think it like really brings out the important like kind of conversation of like, you know, like how demonized like
For
witchcraft
sure.
is and tarot readings and like the lack of actual religious freedom for
Yeah.
many
A
people,
lot
not
of
like
people.
not just
Yeah.
us, like, but it's like if you're not Christian or
Mhm.
like that's it, right? And so
Right.
it's just kind of odd to me that again, that's something that they're putting their resources
Into.
into
Yeah.
because I mean, I don't live in Pennsylvania, so I don't
Right.
know what it's like over there, but I guarantee there's probably many things that
Yeah.
would
Like there's
be
a
better
lot of
beneficial to focus
yeah.
on.
Like
Yeah.
there are like definitely some other things that like maybe might be worth more time and energy and effort
I
for
mean,
sure.
but I mean,
But like
your shop and reading tarot. I mean, that's the top of the priority
I
list.
know,
You know,
absolutely.
got
Friday
can't have that
morning
happen.
had to come in and make sure that there were no witches in Hanover. Yeah, like
Oh
it
my God.
it is like kind of silly. Like it is so silly. And I really
Yeah.
do. I feel kind of like I almost feel bad for the guy because I can only imagine like what that because it happened in October. So like I feel like, his family members during Thanksgiving were like, nobody mentions the articles. No one said, like, do you know what I mean? If anyone pulls out a deck of cards, like Uno is not allowed. That's
No.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I just
Cards are a sensitive topic
yeah,
in
we
the
maybe
household.
next year, but right now this is
Oh,
how
that's
we're
so
operating
funny.
Thanksgiving. Like,
Yeah, I I wish I understood the motivation other than to
yeah,
just
who's to say?
right.
I've kind of, I feel bad that I've given up trying, but like,
But at the same
it could
time,
be
there's no
anything.
rhyme or reason. It
Right.
just
It doesn't matter. But I do
no.
think that it is again, this is just a really good example of like I was talking with somebody like the other day about what he called like this rise in interest of witchcraft. He called it the occult renaissance, which I love as a term.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah. And so like this idea of like people flocking to, yes, of course, like witch talk and TikTok and like all of that stuff during COVID, that kind of led to this occult renaissance. But like with that, we are also seeing this rise of like, no, that's demonic, or like, no, that like almost like a satanic panic vibe. So I
Hmm.
imagine that like also some of that was like very
Probably.
present because that is definitely something that I deal with a lot like in this area. Like we live in a very
Yeah.
like very conservative, like very religious, like there are churches on every corner, but I do love Hanover. It's a great place to live, right?
Yeah.
It is my tiny little town. And we actually like ended up partnering with a local church, Manual UCC. They're like an inclusive, like queer friendly church, which is like
Okay.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we like work with them to do a Bible study here, like quarterly, so people
I
can come
love
in.
that.
Yeah, dude, because like if people are gonna like complain that I don't I'm discriminatory against
Right.
because of course I'll get that. Well, why is it okay for you to discriminate against Christians? And it's like, well, I don't.
Yeah, and
So
that's the thing
yeah,
is that actually I deal with that a lot with
sure,
just my content and stuff of like
yeah,
I don't hate Christian people. Like
right,
I actually but the people in my life that I love the most are Catholic and Christian.
right,
So
totally, dude.
like
Like,
it's and honestly at the at the root of
mhm.
Christianity, it actually is a pretty cool religion. Like
Yeah, man. Like
I
I
grew up
can't argue with it.
Catholic. No, I
Yeah.
mean like when you're practicing it correctly,
Right. Like if
it's
we're loving our
awesome.
neighbors as
Yeah.
ourselves, like
And like
dog, we're fine.
Catholicism, I think if I would have known more about like Catholicism, because I was raised
Totally.
Roman Catholic, and so if I would have
Yeah.
known more about what it
Mhm.
actually was when I was younger, I probably would have stuck with it. Because
No,
like I've
I
learned
for
more and
real.
I'm like, oh, that's kind of
Oh, it's like
cool.
yeah, I always joke that if I didn't become a witch, I would have been a nun. Like
Yes.
absolutely.
No,
Like absolutely.
honestly,
It is
Catholicism and Christianity is very cool. And like it has like really off like it's just a lot of the people.
right. See,
Like,
it
you
is
know.
not approached in a way, and I think,
Mhm.
and maybe this is like, I don't know, controversial, but like it is approached in a way that does not make it approachable. to like queer people and women. Like I
Queer
really think,
people, women,
yeah,
yeah, like
like or
any.
people who are kind of like in that liminal space or
Mhm.
like are not like the patriarchy. Oh, I know it
Yeah.
sounds like stereotypical, but like it's true, right?
Yeah, and it
And
does depend on like the branch and like
yeah,
I like my in-laws
yes,
one is a pastor.
I love
Uh
that.
and never once have they ever made me
Yep,
feel like
like you
it
have to go or like yeah,
exactly. And
totally. And
because
that's
they
how Ken
they
is.
they like um live how Jesus would have wanted them to, and
Right.
like they live by that kind of mentality. And so I'm like, if you're coming at me with hate,
Yeah, dude.
Jesus
Would
is not
not
your
have.
homie. Jesus would have been
Yeah,
like,
dude.
excuse the fuck out of
Right.
you, sit down. Like
Right. Right.
me, Jesus
Exactly.
and us would have been like this. Like
Yes.
Jesus would have loved us, and like that's kind of what I think the disconnect is for some
Right.
people. Is I'm like,
Right.
dude, me and Jesus,
We would have been like this, man. We would have
we're
been probably
homies.
hanging. Yeah, dog, we're chilling. But yeah, we do kind of we have people who come out to pray for us or what
Yeah.
have you. Like we get that all the time. Like it's almost like, all right, it's warm. Where are they?
Yeah.
Like,
I saw, because I saw a video of you having some of the like kind of Christian
mhm.
part of your store and
Yeah,
stuff
totally,
too. And I thought that was so cool and like just
100%.
very inclusive, and like makes it also for people who are a little bit like weary of like the
Yeah,
occult, for them to understand like, hey, like we love you.
a
Like
hundred
we,
percent.
like you're
That
welcome
and
in
like
this space, it's okay,
yeah, like
like.
there are so many other practices like within the realms of earth-based spirituality like as well.
Hmm.
So like I'm half Puerto Rican, so there's a lot of like Catholic imagery, quote unquote, like
Oh
in
yeah.
Afro-Caribbean or like whatever, like types of spirituality. So like I also want like we have not a whole lot of stuff, but like we do have like little saint statues and like little like prayer candle, like Saint Michael and like Saint Anthony, because I am constantly losing things
Oh
and
yeah.
I love him. But like yeah, it is very much like a hey, we're gonna meet you like where you're at, and like hopefully there's something that you like, but if not, that is also okay. Like that's
Yeah, no
not
pressure.
yeah, like I'm
Hmm.
not like not to be like I'm not a capitalist, but like if I didn't have to like charge money for stuff, I probably wouldn't. I would just be like, "Do you like my things? Would you like to
Yeah.
trade for things?" Like, so
Oh yes, trading for things. That like
yeah,
I mean I think about it all the time, where it's like we all
totally.
have to survive in like that capitalistic mindset,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
right.
But like back in the day, like the witch of the your little town that you lived in,
Yeah,
you
dude.
trade her some bread and she would
Yeah, man.
prophesize.
Yeah, dude.
Like that is just the baseline of how it always was. So but I get that though, like it, but also I think a big part of it too, like the free part that you do get is
Yeah,
community. Like
100%.
that is part of the overall thing. And
Yeah.
I do think it, again, like kind of bringing together like the Christianity aspect,
Mhm.
it is important for witches as well, because I
Yeah,
think a
to
lot of
congregate.
people, you like kind of go from like Christianity to witchcraft, and they're like, I hate Christianity. It's like, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, like we can be chill. Like you don't have
You
to
can
like
be
do that.
upset with
Yeah.
like the trauma and the stuff that you went
A
through,
1000%.
but like don't hate it as a whole,
Right.
like
Because
because
then
there
we're just
are
doing the
good
same
people.
thing, you
Exactly,
know?
that we're no better than them, like we're
Right.
no better than like the Christian love people. And again, that's not everyone. And like I get, I mean, I'm sure you do too, I get a ton of comments all the time. I have one person that doesn't follow me, but like watches all of my stories and like swipes up just to, it's so funny. Like it's actually the funniest thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen. And
right.
like, and
Yeah.
I don't block them because I'm just
Right.
like,
It's like
that's
your
hilarious.
emotional support hater. Like it's
I'm like,
so funny. You're like,
oh,
oh bud, yeah, hey, check your blood pressure, man.
my
Yeah,
biggest
like yeah, for sure.
fan.
I get it. Yeah.
But
And that's
yeah.
really what it is. But yeah, I really hope that like so I building community spaces like in the witchcraft world is like such a like an integral part to like this place like as well.
Hmm.
And I think that like you're so right that folks oftentimes like when they come into this world are leaving kind of like this group worship idea and then becoming solitary, right? And they're kind of
Yeah.
like, I don't
That's
know,
hard.
Like, I don't have anybody to compare notes with. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know if this is right. Like, ooh. So yeah, we do definitely like we have a standing free weekly class on Wednesday evenings that we do. So that's like just me talking about something. Usually like the moon or whatever. Yeah, or like the holidays or what have you. And then we do ritual like community group like rituals and stuff on the new moon, the full moon, and the holidays on the wheel of the year. So it's like kind of
that's
like
awesome.
yeah, it's super fun. It's an opportunity for people to like experience ritual in a lot of different forms. Like, because new moons tend to be a little bit like less attended. It's a little bit more like intimate and like kind of like I don't know, not one on one, but like there are maybe 6 to 10 people.
Yeah,
Full moons are maybe like 20, like 25. And then the holidays are like a big party and a
big,
big
yeah.
celebration. We have like 40 or 50 people like packed into the shop. And I'm like, no one called the fire department. No, I'm just kidding. But
That's the last thing you need.
yeah, right. I'm like, I'm sorry. But it is so fun and it is such like
Yeah.
a good it's I'm trying to give people an opportunity to like experience this without feeling like they have to like buy in or commit because that like is not I don't know, like I just life changes. Like you do not have to like, your path will wander and wax and
Oh
wane.
yeah.
So I never want people to feel like, well, if I don't show up to class, Beck is going to be upset. Like, dude, it's okay if your kids have soccer practice.
No,
No
seriously.
worries. Like,
And again, I do think that is from the regimented kind of
of
like
course.
background, and then going into something that is not regimented, you could kind of just
Yeah,
do whatever you want. I think that
great.
makes people really uncomfortable.
For sure. They're like,
Then
what
they're
are
like,
the rules?
what? Yeah, what do I do? And I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't do anything. You're
What do you
good.
feel? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, like my page is very like deity work focused, and so
yeah.
like a lot of what I deal with is like, oh my God, the deity's gonna get mad at me. I'm like, no,
No, they're not.
actually, no, they
They're
don't.
actually super not.
Like, and somebody talked to me. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, yeah, do you think like a big, powerful like deity or god like needs our tiny little offerings? And I'm like, that is such a good point. No, they don't.
Well, yes
And
and
like
no. Yes, they don't need them, but
they
like,
don't
it's
need
like,
them, but
yeah,
it's a point of like appreciation and respect,
right.
and
Of
like
course.
that's what it is. And it's not like they're like,
I
I
need
need
cake.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's what I mean
I,
by it. It's
yeah,
like
for
they're
sure.
important to
But
show to
like,
for the worship aspect,
right.
but like they're not sitting here like, where's my cup of wine? Like,
Yeah, right. Like
like
that's not
they're
how that
not on top of people like that. So,
Right. It's like,
but
oh, great.
like
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
amount of times I forget to give Loki an offering. Oh my God. Like I literally I'm like, oh shit, it's been like a month. Fuck. I need to
Sure.
I need to
Right.
give him something. But like I think the energetic stuff is really what I focus on. But that's
Yeah, of
it's not
course. Of
about me.
course.
I
No,
just
no,
kind of
dude,
thought
I
about it.
totally get it though. And
But
I think
yeah, but
that,
like the regimented to the not so regimented,
yeah,
and like not community to not having a community. And so
yeah.
it sounds like you are just such an integral part of your community as well, and like bringing people together of like all
I
walks of
hope
life.
so, man.
Like, I
Like,
mean,
it's
that's
just,
just beautiful.
dude, I'm just talking to a room. Whether or not it's empty is like not up to me.
I do think it's great. I think that a lot of people in this space, especially those who have storefronts,
Yeah.
could learn from kind of what you're doing. I mean, obviously outside of like
Yeah.
the witch trial,
Right. Yeah, of
but
course. Of course. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like just bringing the community together, no matter where, like if you're like the spiritual witchcraft side,
Yeah.
occult side, or if you're,
Or if you're
you
just kind
know,
of here, if
if
you're
you're just
vibing.
existing,
Yeah,
and
dude.
like I think that's amazing. And I am wishing you the best
Thank you, man. I
with
so
your
deeply
case.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I know that because I'm like kind of sitting here like, what questions do I have? But you laid it out pretty,
Thank you.
almost
I
like
try
you've
to
been
make it
talking about
concise,
it a lot.
Yeah, I try to because it is so crazy, and there's a lot of
Yeah,
like intricate legal stuff that honestly like like it goes over my head. Like
yeah,
it's a little bit
I
like
get that.
brain no work. So yeah,
That's not my job.
yeah,
You're
I'm
like,
like I can shuffle
no.
cards all day, dude. But do not ask me what a subpoena is.
No,
I
that's
can't
so
spell it.
funny. I say
You
the
know,
same thing to like my fiance when he asks me stuff. I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I shuffle cards. Like I
Literally.
What do you
Like,
want from me?
yeah, like at the end of the day, like
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
here. I like shiny things and like looking at pictures. So, if anyone really thinks that I'm giving them the secrets to the universe, well, you know.
Honestly, just a crow.
Yeah, for real. That's like the vibe. Yeah, for real. For real. That
And
is.
that is the highest compliment.
Yes, no, I
Like
take that. I
crows
love
are amazing.
corvids. Yeah, they're
Oh,
my
me
favorite.
too. No, like genuinely, like I'm just a crow.
Yep,
Like
literally.
shiny
Literally.
things,
And
pictures, little
arcane wisdom.
treasures. Yeah,
No.
right. And knowing everything about the universe.
Oh, yeah. Right, right, right.
But yeah, I mean, thank you for taking the time to like kind of talk about it. And
Absolutely.
so we'll know more in July
Yeah, I will
about,
definitely be updating people. Like,
yeah.
as I know more, July 22nd is like the big date, and I'm actually planning like a group spell. So if people want to like
Oh
join me
yeah,
on
okay.
that, like by lighting a
Yeah.
candle, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more like this weekend, starting with like the summer solstice and all of that. So people have time to get like prepped for it for like like a month or so. But yeah, I think it would be really cool to like weave some sort of like web of power like
Yeah.
around like either the state or the country or what have you. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely stay tuned.
Yeah. No, that would be awesome. I think like I mean, you have a lot of eyes on this, and so I
Yeah.
think especially bringing the community together, I mean, I think that would be so powerful. And also like, I think again, community aspect of just
Yeah, it's
getting
fun.
people involved and
Can't hurt, you know?
yeah, I mean, because like the fight that you're fighting, although it is in one state,
Yes.
it is for everyone.
Everybody.
It's for
Everybody.
everyone. Like, because
Absolutely.
everybody deserves the right to their spiritual practices, no matter what it is. And so, I think that that's why your story resonates with so many people is because like even if like somebody doesn't read tarot like
Right.
it or like even is part of the occult, it could be just a different religion entirely,
Right.
but they're like they
Totally.
see your story and you're fighting for it, and it's like that is what it's about. Like
Right.
it's not about tarot cards at this point.
Right. It's not like kindly fuck tarot cards. Like, you
Right.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
It's
it's not
about the
about that.
bigger picture.
Yeah, and it's
And
about making sure this doesn't happen to somebody else. Cause like, dude, it's not fun. Like,
no.
I'm not like, yes, I'm like smiley and happy and like, cause that's just kind of who I am as a person. But like, don't let that like illusion, like,
Mm,
deny the fact that this is serious.
yeah.
And I think like I think it could have shaken out in a lot different of a way, truthfully, as well, if I didn't have the community behind me. So I'm grateful for like the support and like all of the like you said, like it brought together a lot of like different viewpoints and communities. Because if it wasn't like an occult kind of thing, I actually had quite a few people who were like really big, like we want to preserve the Constitution for what like really like right wing people being like,
Okay.
yeah, being like coming in with their little red hats on, and I'm like, are you lost? Like, are you
Are
sure?
you supposed
Yeah,
to
but
be
like
here?
they were like, no, I just want to shake your hand and let you know I don't really believe in anything that you do here, but I support your right to do it. And I'm like, okay, like thank you. Like it was,
Thank you.
yeah, like it was weird, but like it made my heart like kind of warm, like that these
Yeah.
like like blue collar like good old boys like from Pennsylvania were willing to like step foot into a metaphysical store and like shake my hand like whatever like to extend that olive branch in at least in this situation.
Oh, so they came into your
They
store.
came into my store,
Wow.
yeah, and were like, yeah, with their little hats on, and some of them even like, and I thought this, I don't really know how I feel about this because I was like, but a couple of them brought their sons and were like, this is how we like get along with people, and I'm like, you're like, miss, you're so close to the
So
point,
close.
yeah, like so, yeah, right. Like it's so, but it was kind of like beautiful, like in a lot of
Yeah.
ways, because like like
Maybe
I
the first
can't.
step. Maybe the
Yeah,
first step,
right. I'm like, it's again, it's like you're so close,
You're
but like
so close.
also, how cool is it that maybe this is like again, like a little like notch in the story of these people's life, where it's like, oh well, maybe not all witches are bad. Like
Yeah.
maybe this is not like because I went into a witch store and they were nice to me. Like,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, so many people have such fear, and
right.
I mean it's of for so many reasons, but like I do think it's also just like what they don't understand, like
100%. Of
more
course.
so than anything, like and also just the generational, this is bad, this is bad, this
Right,
is
right,
bad,
of
but
course. How are you supposed to know? Like,
exactly.
unless you actually have that dialogue with someone who's open to having that, which
Hmm.
not everyone has to be. I'm not saying like everyone has to be super nice and full of sunshine and glitter all the time because
Yeah.
it's a hard gig, kids. But
Yeah.
I do think that it is one of my favorite things to turn around and like surprise somebody like by defying their expectations of like what this place is or who we are or like what witchcraft is at its core, which
I
of
mean,
course, is
sharing those things is part of community as well,
of course
like even if you don't understand it or
right,
like you're not a part of it, it's still like, fun to learn, and
totally.
I think that's what we need more of
I
is
agree.
people exchanging stories and being like,
Hmm.
"Hey, I don't relate to that, but thank
Yeah,
you
but
for
I'm
sharing
willing
that
to
with
sit
me."
in community with you
Exactly.
nonetheless because for
Exactly.
better or worse, we're neighbors with each other and we have to get along with people and we have to
Hmm.
like forge those bonds and we have to have
Community.
people who are willing to do it, which is
Yeah.
again, it's a tough gig, kids,
It
but
is tough.
um
Community is so important, and
yeah.
like I feel like on a different different scale, like when the government shutdown was
Yeah.
happening,
Oh my gosh.
seeing all the communities come
Yeah.
together to make sure everybody was fed and like have and
Yeah.
like
We
it was amazing.
we donated like we did a drive, like a collection drive, and we do that kind of monthly, and like we donated, like I'm talking thousands of dollars worth of things to like food pantries that I don't even, it's like we do this like through a nonprofit, so it's all kind of like taking care,
Yeah.
like it's really great. But yeah, like the fact that there are people who come in every month who say, I put this into my budget to like make sure that I donate every month because it's not just about when the government shut down, it's just this time that we're living in right now.
Hmm.
So I think it's been a really beautiful way to see people come together, congregate, and like really I don't know, just like seek to understand like that which they don't, which I think is a really brave thing for people to do, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And this uncertain time or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
when
it.
it's easier to
Yeah.
like kind of just be like, no, you are different. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
No,
sure.
community is so important right now.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
it
important.
really, yeah, it's beautiful.
Because I think like I mean on the topic, I think a lot of
Yeah.
people see everything that's going on, and it's like I'm one person, I how can I da, 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 da. It's like getting involved in your community.
Hmm.
That's what you got to do. If every single person got involved in their
Yeah.
community, we'd be doing pretty well, I think, like with helping each other, like
Yes.
that's the smaller scale of the things you could do that will affect things on a bigger
Huge
scale.
things,
Exactly.
exactly.
So,
I one of my favorite pieces of art that I learned about when I was in art school, there's like an exhibit, and it's of course like modern art, so take it for what you will, but it's a brick wall, and at the bottom, in the middle, there's like a book that is like a different size than all the other bricks, and it creates, like when the bricks are built around it, it creates like a shape like in the rest of the wall, so it really shows like how this it was meant to be symbolic of like knowledge and learning and how that can change, the greatest of foundations. But I do think that goes for, the little things around your community too, like doing a trash pickup or
yeah.
hosting a small like thing in the park. Like that's kind of where like I started organizing events for pagans in like York County, Pennsylvania area, like in 2021, like before I even had a storefront or anything. And we would just like meet up at local parks like on the weekends to like celebrate the solstices or what have you. And it was like we got a lot of looks, we got a lot of interesting comments, but it didn't matter because like I'm allowed. Like I'm
Mhm.
not hurting anybody, and actually I'm leaving the park better than I found it.
Yeah,
You know?
literally. You're
So
doing more good than the people probably giving you those
yeah, like
looks.
the park
So,
rangers never had a problem. Like
oh
that, it was
yeah.
never that,
I
right?
bet the
But it
park
was,
rangers loved you.
yeah, they were like, "Oh my God, this is vegan? That's so crazy!" Um, but I think that if people can like, if they are called, if they don't have that sort of community space in their area, because I know it might feel like they're few and far between. Um,
hmm
I encourage them to create those spaces for themselves because it is easier than I think people realize. Because once
A
you
hundred
start it,
percent.
like if you build it, they will come for sure.
100%. That is great advice because I that's something that people ask me all the time,
Mhm,
and so I'm glad that we talked about it so other people
for sure.
can listen to this and be able to, understand like kind of more of what they can do and creating those communities and things like that. This has been a wonderful conversation.
Thank you so much. I so
I
appreciate
don't
you.
want to keep you too long, but
Hey, okay.
just for people who are listening, do you want to just give like where to
Yeah,
find you and stuff real
totally.
quick?
Absolutely. Thank you so much again for having
Yeah.
me on and
Oh,
giving
thank
me
you.
the platform from which to speak. But you can find me over on TikTok under the Stitching Witch. And then over on Instagram under the same handle, but with like underscores between the words. And then the Serpent's Key with underscores between the words as well. So that way we're all kind of together on Instagram. We're also on Facebook if anyone dares go to the shadow realm. That is Facebook. Oh my gosh. And I think one of my accounts is probably attached to Threads. So I'm sure
I'm
that,
sure, yeah.
yeah. So if you guys want to see what we are up to, see our event calendar, what we have going on at the shop throughout the month, we do tons of free events like every week, and especially on the weekends, as well as hosting like workshops, author signings, and stuff like that. So it's I don't know, it's super fun.
Do you do anything online as well?
So I have my TikTok and Instagram and all that good stuff. I do record our Wednesday lectures. So those are
Okay.
over. I'm in the process of uploading quite a few of them actually, over on our website, and I'm probably going to cross post to my YouTube channel and try to revive that from the grave. I'll be a necromancer as
Yeah.
well. Just be like, yes, let me post on YouTube once more. So slowly but surely getting things out onto the internet, but primarily I like to do stuff in person,
In person, yeah.
just to like invite people to really be in that space, because as I totally love online teaching, don't get me wrong, I love being parts of summits and doing like all the recordings and stuff, but there is definitely something about sitting in person with people that I want to give folks the opportunity to experience.
Yeah, for sure. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time today. And we will get updates July 22nd and
I
then
love it.
hopefully we'll know more from there. But thank you so much. And
Thank you.
yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
Of
Bye,
course.
guys.